My story started about 6 years ago when I developed prediabetes. I was 48 at the time, and as I was going into perimenopause, I was struggling with my own issues. I had a lot of brain fog, a lot of low energy, and a lot of anxiety. I was scared because I realized then that medications and traditional medicine, they were not going to help me. And so I started looking into lifestyle ways of helping myself. I found intermittent fasting, I found carb restriction, but the problem was for me, I'm a big foodie. I just kept struggling. I kept falling off the keto wagon, I call it. And I found my hemoglobin A1C climbing up. I had to go on metformin. And it was October of 2022 when I came across this guy on TikTok, this fast talking guy, his initials are TT. And he was talking to me about all this stuff. And I was like, this is crazy. A lot of things that I didn't know as a medical doctor, which was also kind of crazy. Things about gut health, real aspects of insulin resistance that even as an endocrinologist, I had not known or had learned. And so I just kept listening to him. He was holding this fiber thing around, and I'm like, what is that stuff? And I finally found out what it was, and I did the research, and I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this because this may work for me. Basically, I ordered the system, and within 3 months, my whole life changed. I found that in the 3 months, my weight went down by about 20 pounds. I'm only 5 feet. It was actually quite a lot of my body percentage. My hemoglobin A1C dropped where I was no longer pre-diabetic. I was off metformin. It was like the easiest thing I had done. So then I voluntold my husband, Steve, who was 54 at the time. He was overweight. He had high blood pressure and he had psoriasis, and he lost 30 pounds. He is now off his blood pressure medication. His psoriasis is a lot better. Then, of course, I had to get my dad on it because my dad is actually the reason why I went into the subspecialty of endocrinology. He's had diabetes for 28 years. We've been struggling to help him. And within 6 months of him going on the system, we were able to bring his hemoglobin A1C down from 8.3 to 6.3. So from poorly controlled diabetes to pre-diabetic, but no longer. And the really crazy thing about my dad is that he has dementia. So we weren't really going to tell him intermittent fast or carb restrict because food is his one joy in life. So we just said, do the system, but just keep eating the way you are. And he was very consistent because he liked the taste. That's the result. That was just the system. It was no other things. That is major. I want everybody to realize is that we were trying to do this, and we did this in 6 months with this product. The other thing I want people to understand is I really wish I found about this earlier because I may have been able to prevent his dementia. Yeah, that's my story.